In the glittering world of Hollywood storytelling, where illusions shimmer and diamonds whisper hidden truths, one performance has captured audiences with its complexity, charm, and dangerous beauty. It begins on a winter red carpet where the cold bites sharply, but a vibrant daffodil yellow gown brings a sudden burst of sunshine to the scene. As the interviewer greets the actress with admiration, "Lovely to meet you," she smiles warmly, radiating grace and effortless confidence. This is the woman who steps into the role of Veronica, an enigmatic figure in the film Now You See Me, and whose presence leaves an unforgettable mark on every story she touches. What makes her portrayal exceptional is the unexpected contrast. She does not look like a villain. She does not act like one. And when the interviewer casually labels her character as a villain, she tilts her head playfully and replies, "Do I? No one told me." That single moment perfectly captures what lies beneath her performance. A layered depiction of a woman who does not perceive herself as the antagonist, even while surrounded by dangerous secrets and diamond-coated corruption. In the film's world, the wealthy and powerful Vanderburg dynasty has been quietly moving diamonds for decades, offering their services to warlords, arms dealers, and traffickers. These stones are not accessories, they are currency. They are power. They are the silent guardians of crime. When Veronica says, "Diamonds are forever," it is not a declaration of beauty. It is a prophecy of consequence. Yet this actress never approaches the character through the lens of evil. To her, Veronica is simply a woman who does what must be done, a woman shaped by the environment she was born into, a woman who wields influence with precision, intelligence, and unshakable self-assurance. That philosophy becomes the foundation of her performance, a villain who does not believe she is one, a woman whose moral compass is simply different. When the interviewer jokingly asks if she gathered inspiration from other famous villains, she laughs with the relaxed confidence of someone who has played enough morally gray characters to understand the rhythm of darkness. She admits she didn't study villains directly. She studied the truth of her character. She focused on what Veronica believes, what she protects, what she fears, and what she hides. Still, she acknowledges her admiration for some unforgettable antagonists. She names Nicole Kidman in To Die For, praising the playfulness and sharpness of her performance. She recalls Linda Fiorentino in The Last Seduction, whose seductive intelligence created one of cinema's most iconic femme fatales. And of course, she speaks of Anthony Hopkins in Silence of the Lambs, a role that redefined psychological villainy with quiet terror and brilliance. But the most fascinating insight she shares is this: the best villains are people who are having fun inside their own heads. It is a profound reflection on what makes a character dangerous. Not rage, not violence, but delight. A villain who enjoys their world is unpredictable. A villain who believes in their purpose is unstoppable. This philosophy shapes her portrayal of Veronica, giving the character a spark of charisma that audiences can't look away from. The interview then shifts to a moment of nostalgia that catches even the actress off guard. The realization that it has been 20 years since she starred in Pride Prejudice. The interviewer asks if she can believe it. She smiles softly, a smile layered with memories, and says, "I can and I cannot." It is a complicated truth. Time feels fast and slow at once. She often talks with Keira Knightley, her co-star, about how surreal it is to look back on that era of their lives. Sometimes they see behind-the-scenes photos from the brand new Netflix adaptation currently being filmed, and for a moment, they believe the faces are theirs. Then they look closer and realize they are seeing a new generation honoring their legacy. And strangely, it feels comforting. It feels like a tribute. It feels like a story they helped shape, continuing its journey into the future. She describes Pride Prejudice as enchantment. That is the exact word she chooses. Enchantment in the landscapes, enchantment in the costumes, enchantment in the relationships, both on and off screen. She talks about the laughter shared between takes, the games played late at night, the friendships that formed effortlessly, the kind of memories that stay with you long after the cameras stop rolling. To her, it remains one of the greatest filming experiences of her career. Surprisingly, she says her time filming Now You See Me offered a similar magic. The cast, the crew, the energy, it all felt like home. Not every movie set becomes a family, but this one did. She felt the same spark she felt while filming Pride Prejudice. The sense that she was part of something special, something vibrant, something that connected people far beyond the script's pages. She felt joy, she felt creativity, she felt alive. Of course, a film about illusion would be incomplete without real sleight of hand. When the interviewer asks if she learned any magic tricks, She grins mischievously and reveals she studied a few techniques. The magic teachers on set were brilliant, skilled, and endlessly patient. She learned enough to surprise people, enough to add authenticity to her on-screen performance, enough to understand how misdirection truly works. She even jokes about secretly removing the interviewer's microphone only to reassure him she hasn't. At least not yet. Her humor adds another layer to her personality. She is charming, quick-witted, and enjoys playing with expectations, much like the character she portrays. But beyond the laughs and memories, her discussion reveals something deeper about her craft. She does not approach roles as good or bad. She approaches them as human. She studies motivations, insecurities, desires, and strengths. She believes that every character, even a villain, must be understood from the inside out. That is why Veronica feels real. That is why audiences are drawn to her. She is not a monster. She is a person with reasons. Her admiration for complex characters explains her attraction to roles that blur moral lines. Whether it's the romantic world of Pride Prejudice or the dangerous underworld of Now You See Me, she navigates each genre with intelligence and emotional depth. She gravitates towards stories that offer challenges, roles that are bold, intricate, and psychologically rich. She does not want to be predictable. She does not want to repeat herself. She seeks growth with every performance. As she reflects on her journey, from period dramas to crime thrillers, from innocent enchantment to diamond-fueled deception, one truth becomes clear. She has built a career defined by versatility. She has portrayed gentle souls and powerful executives, vulnerable women and formidable antagonists. Each role adds another layer to her legacy, another dimension to her artistry. And through every transformation, she remains grounded, thoughtful, and deeply connected to her craft. Her reflections on time, growth, and storytelling make the ending of the interview feel both emotional and inspiring. She acknowledges how far she has come, how much she has learned, and how grateful she is for the experiences that shaped her. The magic tricks, the friendships, the iconic scenes, they are all part of a tapestry that continues to grow. And her future, it sparkles even brighter than the diamonds her character once guarded. Her story reminds us of something important. A villain is never just a villain. A film is never just a film. And an actress with the ability to glide seamlessly between Pride Prejudice and Now You See Me, capturing hearts in both worlds, is someone whose artistry will continue to captivate audiences for decades to come. Through enchantment, illusion, elegance, and danger, her journey continues, shining with the brilliance of someone who understands the power of storytelling.